Well, as the year draws to an end, there's a lot of lessons to be learned through 2024. A lot of things happened, but among the things that happened were, first of all, the arrest of Dr. Kiza Besigye and Obed Lutale, Kamula Gea. They were arrested from Kenya, deported back to Uganda, of course not through the legal ways. They should have been brought back into the country, but it happened, And so the issues will still, of course, be handled from court and back and forth here and there. But again, there was another thing which happened. The protest of the Gen Zs in Kenya, which led to President Ruto, reshuffling the cabinet and all that. And again, another thing happened. The coercing of the political prisoners by one of the ministers to let them accept that they committed crimes which are unthinkable. As it draws me back to still think that a government can still do something to let the citizens to accept something which is unthinkable and unimaginable. Which future do these young, brilliant men and women have after being convicted of serious crimes, which of course they were coerced into? Okay. Leaving that alone, the protests of the Gen Zs showed to us that, the social media platforms that we have today is not something that is something that we should play about with. They can cause changes. And indeed, what lessons do we learn as Ugandans to put government in check, to draw to their attention the issues of governance? As Ugandans, what lessons do we learn? Of course, I say this knowing very well the situation where we are coming from. Because in Uganda, to hold a protest which can last peacefully, even when the people are not doing nothing, they don't happen. It is what it is. And people have lost lives, bullets shot at them. Whew. I don't know, man. In this current day and age, we still have leaders under their watch. Of course, I don't want to talk about no tweets or whatever it is, the X accounts that happened here and there. No. There are people who can better talk about that. No, that's not for me. High commanding officers in the army wakes up to tweet anything and they go with it. It's okay. Time will tell. And of course, there's a time when everybody is going to be held accountable for whatever actions they have done. That will be the day that you will be dancing to the tunes that you made yourself. But again, what lessons do we learn? As Ugandans, for me, my prayer is that we should be looking at Uganda beyond President Yoweri Museveni. No, let's just look at Uganda beyond the current leadership. Because even the MPs, the commissioners, and it's fine. you can do anything and you can get away with it. Man, what a year to remember. A year to remember that somebody can do anything and they are not in position to resign, not even to be put to test, to put in front of courts and whatever it is. Money lost from government, Bank of Uganda, the haste of a lot of money. Guys, I'm overwhelmed to talk about the events that transpired through this year. But even finally, as I conclude, let me just try to draw your attention to what the wife to Dr. Kizza Besigye was able to articulate during the interview that she had in her house, the press conference that she had. She was able to cry out loud that the conditions under which the husband is being kept in the Upper prison at Luzira, it's not a good one. Among us, the things that happened or transpired were the ultimate change of the leadership of the Upper prison, the biggest prison, of course, in the country, being put under the watch of a young officer. And for a month, they are not allowed to see their prisoners. And that draws to my attention how many Ugandans who are not having the voices cry out there with all this foul play that we watch. How many Ugandans out there who are not even known to nobody can cry when we are seeing the big fish, whether opposition or in government, they can cry. What about the nobodies, the people who are nowhere, people who are coerced, people who are still languishing in prisons, detention centers? My only prayer is that we should look at Uganda beyond President Yoweri Museveni, and we should do anything within our reach to make sure that that country comes back to the rule of law where everybody else matters and everybody else is able to do something for the love of that beautiful nation. That we will all work together to see the growth and the rule of law at play, where someone who does something wrong to the people can be able to resign and go home. A time when we will have MPs who can be working for the people, even when people are not accepting some bills. Bills have been passed. Look at the Finance Bill 2024 in Kenya. The Gen Zs rose up to the occasion and it was put to an end. What lessons can we learn as Ugandans? What can we do as Ugandans to make sure that we put government in check with all the systems that are not working for the people? These are my thoughts throughout this year, but it's pathetic. It's unimaginable. It's unthinkable. Man, it's overwhelming. Well, we can give credit where it's due, but far it be for me to talk poorly about my country, but I love to see our country being run by the rule of law and for the people. the common man